How often do you catch yourself scrolling through your phone, feeling like you're wasting time? What if I told you that time could be used to build something really cool? Here's the truth. Working on your own project doesn't just make you better at what you do, it changes your life. It grows your self-esteem, your discipline, it helps you with stress, and most of all, it makes you happy. I know at first it may seem to you like climbing Mount Everest with slippers on your feet and the wind blowing against you. But I created this guide specifically to help you. I'm not here to tell you that all you need is to want it to, or if you want, you can. But I will show you how to actually start making cool stuff. We all have an endless list of excuses at the beginning, which we tell ourselves to avoid stepping out of our comfort zone. For example, I don't have time. In reality, it's not a matter of time, but of priorities. So all you need to do is plan your project as if it were an important appointment. Okay, what if I fail? Well, no one who has created something cool has succeeded on the first try. Failure simply teaches you that your approach was wrong or that you need to improve in some skill. But what will others think? If someone criticizes you, that's okay. It means you did something interesting enough to catch their attention. I'm not good enough. This is perhaps the most dangerous lie of all. No one is born good at anything. I know that looking at a project from above can seem like solving a 1,000-level maze. But don't worry, because I've put together a practical 5-step path that will guide you to actually do something cool. But first, leave a like, or my dog will take over the channel. The first step is find your why. Basically, your why is the answer to this question. The answer doesn't have to be super deep, but it does need to have meaning that pushes you forward. Ask yourself, why do I want to do this? What really motivates me? Maybe you want to prove to yourself that you're not just someone who sits on the sidelines watching others, but someone who actually makes things happen. Or maybe you've always dreamed of building something that's your own. The point is, without a strong why, you're way more likely to quit when you encounter the first difficulty. The second step is to find the right project. The project must be stimulating, achievable, personal, and growth-oriented. There are many different areas in which you can focus, and each has its own potential and opportunities. There is no one right path, and there is no perfect project. The important thing is to start with something you like. The third step is develop skills. This is where a lot of people stop because they don't feel like they have the skills to move forward. But like I said before, everyone has to start somewhere. Take canvas painting, for example. When you first start, your technique probably won't be perfect. Maybe the drawing isn't quite what you expected. But as you keep practicing, you pick up new skills and eventually create something amazing. If we were to represent this on a graph, it would look like this. An horizontal line indicating the moment when you are trying something new, followed by a vertical line representing the moment when you unlock that skill. Beyond hands-on learning, studying is essential. You can actually learn a lot on YouTube. Just search for your field and add tutorial. Or you can read books on the subject. Now, books do cost money, but if you check out this site I totally stumbled across by accident, you can download them for free. Just, keep it between us. Next, plan your first step. When you think about a project, your brain probably jumps straight to imagining the finished, perfect result that everyone admires. But before you get there, you have to start with what you've got right now. If you're thinking, okay, but I have to learn to do everything right first. I need to have the perfect setup. I have to be sure. That's called analysis paralysis, and it's exactly what keeps you stuck. The solution, realize that at the start, it's not about perfection. It's about actually taking that first step. The fifth step is finding motivation. I won't lie, there will be times when you feel unmotivated and think about giving up. When you decide to do something, if you need an external stimulus to give you motivation, you will most likely fail to do it. Because once you run out of that stimulus, you will not have the same mindset. What really matters is the pleasure you derive from completing your project. If you do not derive pleasure from that action, you will never do it. That's why I put finding your why as the first step. Because I believe it is the most important. When you finish a small task, you get a sense of accomplishment, and your brain releases dopamine, which makes you feel motivated to do more. If that is not enough, there is a very powerful trick, which is to share your project with other people. If you do it publicly, you force yourself to pursue it, because this mechanism creates positive pressure. You don't want to disappoint yourself, or even disappoint the people following you. It's like when you don't feel like working out, but your gym bro is waiting for you. You can't back out.